James, out here at the farm on a Saturday. Not very good at this YouTubing thing. I kind of get carried away and just want to get stuff done and don't think about what I should be filming. But behind me there, I've scooped the dirt out and added some gravel. I'm gonna add some more gravel after I'm gonna take this tamper I got over here. That's what I got going on. The door is gonna line up with the edge of this concrete on this left side here, left side of your screen. And I got the electric that's going to come in just under the edge of the building. There's kind of a little stake over here where it's kind of just a rough guesstimate of where the corner of the building is. You know, as I've told you before, it's going to be 12 by 24 if you don't remember. Yeah, got a rough stake here. It's kind of going to be sort of behind this hydrant, so I'm not sure. They can't really unload it from that side, so I feel like they need to unload it from this side, so probably it's going to be one end or the other. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to dig this hydrant up and cap it so they can straddle that area and drop it, unless they can come up where the skid steer is setting in the driveway here and unload it sideways, which I don't know. I don't know what they have nowadays to load and unload stuff. I've seen them unload things from, front and back, but I don't know about sideways. But you can see all the dirt I dug. I kind of skimmed the top grass off, dirt off, because it was higher on the side where the skid steer is than it was on this side over here. So I kind of skimmed that grass off, kind of scraped the vegetation off so maybe it wouldn't grow up in grass as quick, and then I make a little leveler spot to start out with. So I'm going to try to pack this down with this tamper over here. Pack it down a little bit, or actually what I think I might do is just drive back and forth over with the skid steer. Then I might hit it with that tamper a little bit and maybe add some more to it. If I've been doing videoing like I should have been doing, I would have filmed all this, but I kind of got carried away and decided I need to just get her done and forgot to start filming. So that packed down pretty good with the skid steer. That pile of gravel soaked up a lot of rain. Soaked a lot of that rain up that we got. You know, it wasn't a lot, but a couple inches of rain we got. It's pretty wet, which I'll show you, but it packed it down pretty good. Gonna make a pretty solid base for that shed. Bad thing is I'm gonna have to dig up a little bit of it to run my water line down through here, which I'll show you. The water line, it's right in there. I showed you in a later video. You can see the clean out over there. But basically it runs straight over to that pond. And I'm gonna have to run up straight up next to this hydrant that's right there. Come up straight up. The bathroom's gonna be in this corner. The door is gonna be on the side where the concrete is. So I'll have to dig up in the corner. And then that water line that went into the old trailer house I said here is kind of goes over there to the other side, to the right side of that hydrant, which I'm going to actually dig this all up, and I'm going to put a shut off. I'm going to run a line for the hydrant out by itself so I can shut it off separate. Eventually I'll have a shut off inside the storage building for the plumbing in there, but I'll have to hook that line. It actually loops around, probably underneath that skid steer, loops around and comes over beside that diesel tank over there. Kind of runs about the width of a tractor. It was done with a 3-point trencher on the back of a little small Kubota tractor, so it's probably a little ways out from this. If I remember right, it's a ways out from this. You probably had to come out to miss those roots, because I can see a root there. It's been about 6 years ago, I guess. So there's a big root there. So I'm guessing it must be further out than I thought. So it must be, comes down beside that telephone pole, out the side of those two green or gray looking poles there. To the right side of those, because on the right side of that telephone pole or electric pole, comes down probably about the middle of this driveway. And loops around about where the bucket of that skid steer is. So anyway, I'm gonna dump some more gravel on this pad and try to smooth it out and see if I can make it somewhat level, and then maybe dig up my sewer line a little bit so I can kind of get an idea exactly where it's going to run in there at, or needs to run in at. So I can kind of get a location exactly where I want to set this thing, so that the sewer will come out where I want to set the stool inside of the storage building. So that'll be roughly the footprint of the shed where I drove those stakes. I was going to go further to the hydrant, but I took my dirt out and started my gravel further the other direction. I didn't want to change that, so I said I'll just run it closer to the slab of concrete over here on this other side. So that's probably going to conclude my project for today. Or not done, but I'll probably catch back up with you tomorrow or the next day and work on this little project a little more. But it's getting kind of late in the evening. It's a Saturday and it's pretty warm out. Although I always say it's better to be hot than cold. But I'm gonna maybe go check on the cows right quick, because I may not be out here tomorrow at all. Or I might be. But go give them a quick looking at and make sure they haven't got out or tore down a hot wire. Or I had that one calf that's got the issue at the eye. I was actually brought medicine with me today, hoping that they would be up here by the lot, and I was going to see if I could run that one in the squeeze chute and give it a shot and spray some pink eye spray in its eye, but wasn't lucky enough for that. So I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you. James here. You're watching The Poor Farm. If you like these videos, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.